man. So, I want to talk to you about this. This is a very interesting, controversial, just totally debateful or full of debate subject matter. Should you, like, let's say it's your chest, right? Should you freaking destroy your chest on Monday, right? Destroy it, dog. You're doing forced reps, supersets, drop sets, negatives, rest pause, multiple high volume sets. You're doing what they call overtraining, right? Overtraining, and you are literally annihilating your chest. You can't even do a freaking one push-up when you're done. You've done 12 different exercises, blah, 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 right? And your chest is so sore, and your chest is so broken down that you literally cannot train chest again until the following Monday. You follow me? Now, should you do that? Or should you go about 80% on your chest? You pick about maybe 5 exercises, which is a lot. 5 exercises, you got 4 core exercises, and then you got a 5th, kind of like high rep isolation move, crossovers, whatever, cable crossovers, right? And you're only going 80%. You're not using failure hardly at all, and you're doing kind of higher reps, and you're blasting and stimulating. Now listen to this word. You are stimulating your chest muscles. You're not annihilating. I said you're stimulating chest muscle growth, right? And come to find out that it's 3 days later, your chest isn't sore anymore. You've been eating right, drinking BCAAs, whey protein, whatever the situation is, resting right, and you find out, well, really, you could do chest again. So you do chest on Monday in that manner, prescribed previously, and you hit it again on maybe Thursday, right? In the same manner. Now the question is, I will ask you this, what do you think works better for muscle growth? What is going to give you more muscle? Now, I want to dive into this because this is a very interesting situation. You look at guys, and I'll start off with this because this is probably a pretty good component of the conversation, is we look at like Dorian Yates. Dorian Yates, I really want you guys to listen to this. This is good stuff. All right, so you got Dorian Yates. You're talking about a man who did chest once a week. His chest workout was literally about 4 exercises, and within his 4 exercises, it literally took him maybe 40 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes tops, and he annihilated chest. Listen, he did 6 reps. And a lot of people think that that's all Dorian Yates. Oh, Dorian Yates only did 6 reps. No, Dorian Yates did not do 6 reps. He only did technically 1 set, but it was 1 long freaking set. He would do 6 reps, then he would wait, do another rep, wait, do another rep. That was the old Weider principle called the rest pause. Then after a couple rest pause, he would do a couple forced reps, another Weider principle. Then after the forced reps, he would do like 1 or 2 negatives. Then sometimes he would do a drop set. So, inevitably he would wind up doing, maybe it could be 15 reps, but he would only do that 1 time per exercise. And again, he would do that for about 3 or 4 exercises. And I mean, they were killer forced reps, dude. He'd get like 3 forced reps out with barely any assistance. And he only did chest once a week. Now you look at Dorian Yates. You look how huge Dorian Yates is, man. He's just freaking, he was massive. He really tipped the scales and started a whole new revolution, if you will, with bodybuilding, because he was the biggest. He went from, we had Lee Haney, who was huge, he was a champion, but the mass monsters really didn't step onto the stage until about Dorian Yates. He really stepped on the scene with kind of a new thing, just being huge. Now, maybe having some aesthetic flaws, nevertheless, he was huge. And a lot of people contribute that to insulin, growth hormone, basically new drugs that made him that big. But enough of that. So the thing is, he did it 1 set. He did these 1 set crazy things, 4 exercises once a week. And a lot of great successful bodybuilders in the past have done just chest once a week. I mean, the majority of bodybuilders have done chest once a week, or every body part, legs, whatever the situation is, the whole body, once per week. Now, let's look at the other side of the spectrum. Let's look at the other side of the conversation. The other side of the conversation is we have Arnold Schwarzenegger, who trained chest. He trained every single body part 3 times a week. Now, Arnold Schwarzenegger did not do a lot of failure. Failure was this whole thing about muscle failure, like taking your set to absolute failure and rest pause and blah, blah, blah. That didn't come for a long time. Arnold Schwarzenegger did not do a lot of failure. He did not do a lot of intensity techniques. You look how freaking huge his chest was. In general, look how huge his body was. Now, look at Lee Haney. Lee Haney, he's got a famous quote, "Stimulate, don't annihilate." And he was able to do chest twice a week. You look at another bodybuilder, Ronnie Coleman. Now, Ronnie Coleman's a freak. Ronnie Coleman's just a freak, bro. He has the best genetics that God has ever put on a human being, okay? No one has been genetically as gifted as freaking Ronnie Coleman. The homeboy was like 215 before he even started bodybuilding, right? He would do chest twice a week, back twice a week, heavy as crap. But do you really see Ronnie Coleman doing a lot of intensity techniques? Do you see him doing more sets to failure? I don't think you do, bro. Why? Because he didn't annihilate, bro. He just stimulated to just the right amount. Now, I look at myself. Back in the day, it used to be for me all the time. I loved Dorian Yates, and I did the typical routine of bodybuilding where you're just doing one body part once a week. Well, years and years and years and years have passed now, and I've done 20 shows. I've been training since I was 15 years old, dog. I'm gonna be 39 this year, right? 39 this year. That's a very long time to be training. Now I can tell you, I'm producing more muscle gains by hitting body parts twice a week. Now, I don't have time to hit legs twice a week. And there's some weeks where I'm so busy, I cannot train every body part twice a week. But routinely, I do chest, shoulders, triceps twice a week, and back and biceps twice a week, my upper body. And I can tell you that I'm not using as many intensity techniques, but I'm pumped, bro. Listen, I'm pumped. My chest is zooted, my shoulders, my back freaking just pumped, dog. But I'm not just destroying the crap out of it. Why? Because I know a couple days later, I'm gonna wind up doing the same routines again, or at least a partiality of those routines. Now, ever since I started doing these things, these 2 weeks, bro, my chest, my shoulders, my back, everything's just been growing and growing and growing. Now, is that a definitive answer? Is the contrast between Dorian Yates and a lot of other typical bodybuilders and Ronnie Coleman, Lee Haney, Arnold Schwarzenegger, are those definitive, evident answers that say, oh yes, absolutely, you're gonna gain way much more muscle doing your body parts at a lower intensity twice a week? No, I don't think so. It's pretty good freaking evidence, wouldn't you say? But here's what I will have to say. In closing, this is something you have to try for yourself. Don't be ignorant, bro. Don't be ignorant. Don't be so freaking hard-headed that, oh, dude, I'm not going, my workout has to be, I gotta go to the hospital and my chest has to tear. No, dude, listen, don't be egotistical. Don't be stupid, okay? Try it out for 6 weeks. 6 weeks. Eat your protein. Do all the things you're supposed to do. Supplement, rest, okay? But do your workouts, each body part, twice a week for 6 weeks, and you tell me, and you tell yourself, and you figure it out for yourself what is going to work best for you, what did work best for you to acquire as much muscle as possible. Now, I will say one quick little thing. A lot of power lifters actually train twice a week. If you look at Westside Barbell Club, they do a max effort day. Then they also, in that same week, will do a dynamic method day. And they also throw in hypertrophy workouts. So powerlifters do it, bodybuilders do it. Now you have to figure out if it's a good plan of action to help you meet your fitness goals, to grow. What's going to work better? So there you have it. There's some insight into it from me. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out my new supplement line, Tim Muriello's Spasmatic Supplements and the Spasmatic Pre-Workout. Stay tuned, guys.